Okay, I think we will get started here. Welcome everybody. We might have a few more people pop in. That would be great. So welcome to the Peerplays weekly team meeting, November 26, 2021. Today our agenda is projects and development by Henry and Bobinson, marketing updates by Sala, collaboration updates by Jonathan, and we'll finish off with a Q&A. All right, Bobinson, if you want to take it from here, you and Henry can get started.
Thank you. So as usual, our development updates. Kelly, can you go to the next slide? Okay, so the Dex UI, where we have around 71% of existing open items in completed status. And the current focus is on a few things like the exchange related UX fixes, and we have a memo related change. So these are being identified. These were identified and being worked on. And apart from that, we also have the withdrawal functionality being completed. So we have a new screen being created. We need to test these, and this will, if we have these three items completed, this means we have the basic functionality ready. And with this, we will proceed to the first release. And once we do this release, as soon as possible, we will go back and work on the Peerplays JS and some of the long outstanding vulnerabilities and such fixes. We will do that and do yet another release probably by December 15th or so. So that's a generic update. Henry, you can pitch in on these graphs and other details.
All right. I think we can release on November 30, right? But we need to make clear that this is not even an alpha version. It's more MVP, just for everyone to have a look. And we still have some outstanding defects. And well, they shouldn't expect much from this. It's just MVP.
Yeah. Any inputs on these graphs? If you want to comment on these graphs.
Okay, so regarding these graphs, basically you covered all the current activities. So yes, we have fixed withdrawal bugs, and yes, we are just polishing the remaining ones right now. So as you see, this was mostly bugs fixing rather than features development.
Okay, thank you. Kelly, we can go to the next slide. Yeah, this is again the same aspects. Let's go to the next slide. This is mostly related to the UX, the designs. So there's no new changes to the next as such. On the Dex UIs, we have these screens completed, or what we did is we got early feedback from various people on exchanges, and obviously the withdrawal feature was pretty confusing. So those screens are the designs have been completed, and it's getting implemented. So that's about the screen. Let's go to the next slide, please. Okay, SPK network integration, where we have only very less number of action items here, and 29% of that is completed. So what we have achieved here is the Hive snapshot and claiming the tokens based on the Hive balance of individual users. So those parts are completed from a backend perspective. This is provided to Sean, that's the front-end team, where we have 2 developers working on the front-end, and they will be creating the end user environment where people can claim various tokens that SPK network will be issuing. And this specific environment that we will be providing, or this particular product, this will be used for other similar products as well. There are a few smaller projects wanting to migrate their token systems to Peerplays, uh, and for those cases as well, we can use the same uh, functionalities, that is snapshot and claiming, etc., etc. So this fits into our larger uh, peer setup and integration with the Hive, etc. So it looks like we're making some good progress here. Henry, anything on the charts?
All right. So yeah. So our progress was mostly for back-end components. Okay, for snapshot, for claim drop. Currently, we have added a new developer to the team to push the website development forward, to move more quickly with the website. Okay. So we have a new team member, Gabriel. He will be working together with Sean to streamline the progress on the website.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to the next slide. Sun Hive. This isn't much changes here. We have the YAML running, and we are working to make the RPC client better. So that work is going on. So let's go to the next slide, Kelly. Yeah, it's again, I've already mentioned it, regarding the YAML and testnet and all other programs. Let's move to the next slide. This is Sun Bitcoin. Here, what's happening is we have 3 or 4 bugs open. Essentially, Sun payout crashing the environment, and some sporadic issues. So the bugs have been being worked on. Looks like most of the high priority ones will get fixed with the current release that we are preparing. So I'll just skip these graphs because there isn't much new here. Okay, this is a major one, the Peerplays JS library upgrades. So what's going on is we have a very large number of vulnerabilities are present in the JS library. So right now we are focusing and fixing these vulnerabilities, and we're also adding the Hive support and Sun voting related changes. And we also figured out that some of the DEX related functionality which is available in the original BitShares code, it looks like it was missed out, specifically a few queries regarding, not exactly queries, but API calls regarding account history are missing. It is not only missing in the Peerplays JS, but it's also missing in the blockchain layer. So those are few items that we identified while we were testing the text. So there's a major upgrade to Peerplays JS being done, which is essentially an update of existing libraries whenever possible, as well as some of the missing features are being added, and also new features. So Henry, do you have any comments on the graphs?
Okay, so you see a very good, very fast progress by Boris, our backend developer. And yes, we will introduce those changes in December in DEX. Okay, so because right now we want to release DEX application as it is, and then we will introduce these changes library into DEX, into some other projects. That's it from my side.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so that's most of our updates. So we are on the blockchain side. We are also preparing the mainnet release, where we had some issues with syncing with the mainnet. So it looks like we have identified and addressed those, and we are performing further testing. So that's all from the development side. Thank you.
Thank you, Bobinson and Henry. Sala, if you want to take over for marketing update.
Thank you, Kelly. Good morning, everyone. So in terms of marketing, this week, just are the main points that ongoing and we are working on. The main things we are working with the SPK team in terms of content and our collaboration. Also, Michael and the team is making a kind of guideline and file on the Peerplays vision and direction and what it means for those who's holding the PPY token. And also there are continued efforts to build bridge between and expand between the Peerplays community. And based on the community feedback we had this week, we have decided to remove the tagline "Fill the Hodl" for the time being. Next, Kelly. And those are some social media analytics and polls in terms of this month, as it is the end of November. So we see a lot of positive growth in terms of social media throughout our platforms, channels like Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. And the main things is that the engagement is going higher, and also the reach and followers, which is good indication of growing our community. Next, Kelly. I made a place. This one is the mention of Peerplays across the web. So we have basically a lot of positive feedback and mentions across the web. And the major platform that is taking the lead is Twitter, which reflect the good positive effect of all the marketing activities of team members. So that's from the marketing side. I give the next for Jonathan.
Hey, everybody. So for the collaboration updates, this is just in regards to what's happened in this past week. So there has been further advance in regards to our collaboration with Parlay. With Parlay, it's an NFT program. It's interesting because we're looking at building basically a kind of a tool set that's going to help for game development utilizing the Peerplays blockchain. And they are very interested in this. We're working with a public company in collaboration with this as well. So altogether, they want to be able to put this together. I've had numerous meetings on this over this past week, and so that's progressing well. Actually, right after this, I'll have another one. And another gaming project is a popular Hive game to be announced. We've got a proposal put together based on feedback that they gave us about what they're looking to do. So that was worked on this past week and is going out today. Social network, All-Star. More progress has been made on that. The All-Star is basically a type of a social network that would utilize the Peerplays blockchain. This is made out of requests from collaborations from South Korea Contact, who's also working with another large company. We've made some progress on that and made more clarification this past week. Infrastructure, Internet of Things project to be announced again. We've had 2 more meetings this past week in relation to this project. It looks really good. We finalized terms and we are moving ahead with it to be able to provide a proof of concept, which would enable it, which would essentially have Peerplays connected to an Internet of Things type of protocol that could be utilized for what they're looking to apply. It's really good, pretty exciting. Now, what's really driving all these things, as I noted in the bottom, is that the POW, the Peerplays Autonomous Organization, decentralization is hot, hot, hot. That's because all these projects are really eager to be able to incorporate decentralization into what they're doing. Where in the past, businesses were all about serving their businesses, they're really eager in this case to actually have decentralization as the core in order to be able to avoid all the hangups that they have with the current old systems that are regulated and decrepit and dealing with fiat currencies. It's really interesting because in the past, this wasn't something that they were really looking for, but now all these companies are looking to put their capital and looking to put the audiences that they command to be able to push them towards these decentralized networks. And so these are just a few of the current collaborations we've worked on this past week. And that's it for me.
That's great. Thank you, everybody. We will go on to Q&A. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, if there's no questions, we will end the weekly meeting on November 26th. Thank you, everybody, for joining. We will talk to you next time.
Thank you.